Self-discipline does not necessarily mean 100% consistency. And that's something that I figured out recently, and I wish I would have known this much sooner. Because that word gets thrown out a lot, and I just assumed I knew what it meant. It meant like, hey, if you set out to do something, you got to follow through and go 100%. And that's not really the case. I started to think about what is the real definition of self-discipline because I made an assumption, and it wasn't until I really thought about it, I'm like, what is it? And here's what I came up with. It's where you set out a goal, a project, something that you say that you're going to do, and you follow through on it. Especially when somebody else can't call you out on it. Nobody else is holding you accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable, which means you can tell yourself, I'm going to do this, but then secretly you don't. Nobody knows. And you're like, I got away with it. But do you really? See, and that's where I think that self-discipline comes from. And I was thinking, okay, you have to do it 100%. But let's say there is a goal, my diet, for example, and I'm only reaching 30% of my full potential, and the other 70% is rough. But if I tell myself I'm going to now level it up to 60%, that's progress, and that's setting out a goal and fulfilling it exactly what I set out to do. Now, the old me would be thinking I have to eat 100% clean for this certain amount of time, but that's not sustainable. And then if I wouldn't hit that 100%, I'd feel like a failure. But what's been happening now is I've been changing up how I've been living, what I've been doing, where I'm not going 100%. I'm going, let's say, 80%, and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not experiencing burnout. I'm seeing the progress that I wanted to do, and I just feel happier. Effectively, it's like 5 days of my work week. I'm focusing on just improving, so working during the day, and during the evening time, I'm maybe making these YouTube videos or just different other things that, lifing, if you will. But then the other 2 days is more focused on socializing, just trying different things, going out here in town, because ironically, it'd be when I travel, I'd be the most social, I'd be doing the most activities. But when I'm in my hometown or where I'm currently living, I do the complete opposite. I live this hermit lifestyle. I'm like, I'm not really living it up to where I live. It's probably impacting me socially, also with my relationship goals, and the list goes on and on. So with those remaining 2 days on the weekend, that's my fun time. I'm able to let loose a little bit more. And I was thinking, because I'm not working 7 days straight, I'm not going hardcore like a David Goggins, that I'd be falling behind and I'm becoming lazy or I'm not living up to my full potential. But the opposite is true. It's almost like that Tau symbol where it's like half black with a white dot, and then it's like half white with a black dot. Like there's order in chaos and chaos in order, where I feel like I have to have some ability of just let loose, have it not be structured, even though I do enjoy routine and have things organized. Once things are too organized with a routine or just everything's just 100%, that's where it becomes too much, and I don't like it. And I feel like I rebel against that. So just being within a certain structure of, let's say, 70%, I'm still following through, making that progress, is really helping me out. And I don't know what your situation is. I know a lot of people are out there where they're like, I got to go either 0% or 100%. But this yo-yo effect isn't really sustainable. You fall really behind. It's that good old story of the tortoise and the hare. And that was definitely me for so many years. I've been trying to become the tortoise in this scenario. But what would end up happening is I'd still fall short. So I'm trying this new approach of having this consistency and not go to extremes of 0 to 100, but still falling short because I was feeling burnt out or it's just too structured. So now that I found this middle ground, it's quite remarkable. And by doing this video, I wish I could send this to my younger self, kind of like an interstellar moment, like, dude, this is the answer that you've been looking for. But perhaps if you're in a similar situation and you're watching this right now, this can help you out, because on this channel, I'm focusing on improving my self-discipline by taking small, real, actionable steps. Oftentimes I see other self-improvement gurus just talk about these broad sense things, but it's not as sexy to talk about the actual steps. It doesn't go as viral, it doesn't hit as much. So I'm recording these in hopes to I don't know, help out other people in the process. So make sure to like and subscribe because, as in the words of Peter Parker, I'm trying to do better.